A ship travels 60 miles due north to a point B, then adjusts its course slightly toward the west. After traveling 80 miles in this new direction to point C, the ship is 139 miles from its point of departure. Describe the bearing from point B to point C. All right, let's go ahead and just draw a little picture. The ship started by traveling north to a point B. And that distance was 60 miles. Then the ship adjusted its course slightly towards the west. Okay, so who knows how much, but slightly towards the west, and travels a distance of 80 miles. Draw that a little bit longer. Travels a distance of 80 miles there. Okay, to a point C. We want to, and then we know that the ship is 139 miles from its point of departure down here. This is 139. And we want to describe the bearing from point B to point C. So for bearings, we know that we're measuring from the north-south line. We are looking for this angle right here. To find that angle, we see that it's actually just going to be the supplement of this angle at point B. So if we can find that angle at point B, then we'll be able to find that bearing value. So we have a side triangle here, so we can use the law of cosines. So the law of cosines with angle B is going to be b squared equals a squared plus c squared minus 2ac cosine of the angle B. Plugging in all of our sides, we have side B, so 139 squared, equals A, that's going to be this one down here, 60 squared, plus, that is so not what A is. Sorry, that's side C. This side here is A. Not that it actually makes a difference in this formula here. 80 squared plus the 60 squared minus 2 times the A times the C times the cosine of the angle B, which is what we don't know. So now we can solve for the cosine of B. We have our 139 squared minus the 80 squared and the 60 squared. Okay, subtracting those two values there. And then we divide by this over here, negative 2 times 80 times 60. And then, of course, we'll do the inverse cosine to get our angle B. So let's go ahead and plug that all in. So we've got our inverse cosine of 139 squared minus 80 squared minus 60 squared over negative 2 times 80 times 60. And enter, and that gives us our angle B, about 166.2 degrees. All right, we want not angle B really, we actually want this angle right here. Now we can see that traveling from the start point to point B, that was due north. Okay, so this is a north-south line right here that we extend here to measure that bearing. So our bearing, then, we know that we are just getting the supplement of the angle B that we got, right? Because from here all the way around, we know that's 180 degrees. So we do 180 degrees minus this angle B, 166.2 degrees, to give us that angle right there. So that's going to be 13.8 degrees. So then our bearing is from the north line, north to the west is how they adjusted, 13.8 degrees west.